Off the coast of Kent, where the North Sea churns with restless hunger, lies the Goodwin Sands, a treacherous sandbank stretching some 5 miles from the shores of Deal. This shifting, swallowing expanse, known as the ship swallower, has claimed countless vessels and, by some estimates, the lives of 50,000 souls over centuries. Its sands, ever changing with the tides, conceal wrecks and secrets. And when fog blankets the waters or storms lash the coast, mariners speak of phantom ships gliding silently through the mist. The Goodwin Sands are a graveyard of wood and iron, where the dead are said to sail eternally, their ghostly hulls illuminated by the pale glow of a spectral moon. Among the tales whispered in Deal's taverns and etched in mariners' logs are those of the Lady Loverbond, the SS Violet, and the drowned island of Lomea, stories that bind the living to the restless spirits of the sea. The Lady In the winter of 1748, the Lady Loverbond, a sleek, 3-masted schooner, set sail from London bound for Oporto, her hold laden with wine and her decks bustling with a seasoned crew. At the helm was Captain Simon Reed, a man of steady hand and bright prospects, newlywed to the radiant Annetta, whose laughter was said to rival the song of the sea. Against the protests of his superstitious crew, 4 sailors held that a woman aboard, spelled Doom Simon, brought Annetta along, her presence a beacon of joy amid the salt and spray. Yet darkness lurked below decks. The first mate, John Rivers, a brooding figure with a heart scarred by unrequited love, had once courted Annetta, only to lose her to the captain. His jealousy festered like a wound, and as the Lady Loverbond neared the Goodwin Sands on February 13, 1748, a storm brewed not only in the sky but in Rivers' soul. As the schooner navigated the perilous waters, Rivers, consumed by rage, crept to the helm under cover of night. With a single, savage blow, he killed the helmsman, his body slumping silently to the deck. Seizing the wheel, Rivers steered the ship straight for the sands, the crew unaware until the hull shuddered and splintered against the unseen shoals. Waves roared, swallowing the Lady Loverbond and all aboard Simon, Annetta, and the crew, their cries lost to the gale. The ship vanished, leaving no trace but the whispers of tragedy that reached Deal's shores. Exactly 50 years later, on February 13, 1798, the master of the coaster Edinbridge, Captain James Westlake, logged a chilling encounter. Through a moonlit haze, he saw a 3-masted schooner sailing recklessly toward the sands, her sails taut and her decks aglow with an unnatural light. Westlake's crew braced for collision, but the schooner vanished as they neared, leaving only the lapping waves. Another vessel, the Mary Jane, reported seeing the same schooner run aground, her masts snapping like twigs, yet no wreckage was found. In 1848, Deal lifeboatmen rowed out after spotting the ghostly ship, only to return empty-handed, their faces pale. The Lady Loverbond appeared again in 1898, her silhouette haunting the sands, and in 1948, fishermen swore they saw her, Annetta's figure at the bow, her wedding veil trailing in the wind. Mariners now watch for her every 50 years, predicting her next sighting on February 13, 1998, perhaps beyond, a spectral reminder of love betrayed and lives lost to the sand's cruel embrace. The SS Violet. In the late 19th century, the SS Violet, a sturdy cross-channel paddle steamer, plied the waters between Dover and Calais, her twin wheels churning through fog and storm. On a bitter winter night, a ferocious snowstorm swept across the channel, blinding the crew and driving the Violet off course. The ship struck the Goodwin Sands with a groan of twisted metal, her hull breached by the relentless shoals. Passengers, merchants, families, and weary travelers clung to each other as icy waves swept the decks. Despite desperate signals for aid, no lifeboats could reach her through the blizzard's fury. By dawn, the Violet was gone, her passengers and crew claimed by the sea, their fates sealed in the sands below. Decades later, during the tense early days of the Second World War, the Goodwin Sands stirred again. On a stormy night in 1940, George Carter, the lookout aboard the East Goodwin lightship, peered through the driving rain and froze. An old paddle steamer, her silhouette straight from a bygone era, steamed toward the sands, her lights flickering like willow wisps. Carter, a veteran of the sea, recognized her as no modern vessel. He sounded the alarm, and the Ramsgate lifeboat launched into the tempest, battling towering waves for over an hour. Yet they found nothing. No wreckage, no distress signals, no trace of the steamer. No paddle steamer had been reported missing, and Carter's sighting was dismissed as a trick of the storm, though he swore to his dying day that the SS Violet had sailed again, her drowned souls reliving their final fatal voyage. The drowned island of Lomea. Beneath the Goodwin Sands lies a deeper mystery, one woven from folklore and the whispers of ancient tides. Legend tells of Lomea, a fertile island that once thrived where the sands now lie. Its fields lush and its churches crowned with bells that rang across the waves. In the 11th century, the story goes, Lomea was under the care of Earl Godwin of the West Saxons, a powerful lord whose ambition outstripped his duty. Neglecting the island's sea walls, he left Lomea vulnerable to the North Sea's wrath. A catastrophic flood, divine punishment for Godwin's negligence, swallowed the island, drowning its people and silencing its bells forever. On still nights, fishermen claimed to hear those bells tolling faintly beneath the waves, a mournful echo of a lost world. Yet science casts doubt on Lomea's existence. Borings into the sands reveal layers of decayed marine matter, shells and silt, stretching 78 feet deep to a bed of chalk, no trace of fields or foundations. Historians find no record of Lomea in Saxon chronicles, suggesting the tale may be a myth born of the sand's deadly reputation. Still, the story persists, fueled by the eerie tolling heard by sailors and the sense that the Goodwin Sands guard secrets older than memory. Whether truth or fable, Lomea's legend binds the sands to a past where land and sea waged war, and the sea, as always, emerged victorious. The Goodwin Sands remain a place of dread and wonder, where ghost ships sail and lost bells ring. Mariners still tread cautiously, their charts no match for the sand's shifting whims. In Deal, old sailors spin these tales by firelight, their voices low as they speak of the Lady Loverbond, the SS Violet, and Lomea's drowned spires. The sands, they say, never forget nor do they forgive. Many thanks for treading this tale's dark path. If its chill gripped you, like, follow, subscribe, and comment below.